All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm really excited about this deep dive.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
Yeah, it really should be. This one hits close to home for everybody, no matter, what you do for a living, what industry you're in. We're going to be talking about employee motivation.
That's right.
And I was doing a little reading and I came across this crazy stat. And I think it was like something like disengaged employees are costing companies
Oh, yeah.
billions of dollars a year.
It's a huge number.
It's unbelievable. Just think about all that wasted potential, all that lost productivity.
Absolutely. And just like the hit to the bottom line for so many businesses.
For sure. So I think, the big question here is, what's the secret? Like, what's the secret sauce to getting employees motivated to creating a workplace where people are excited to come to work and really want to contribute?
Yeah, and I think, we kind of have to go a little deeper than the ping pong tables and the free snacks.
Right, exactly.
It's not just about the perks,
The perks are nice, but
They're nice, but they're not going to get you there in the long run.
Exactly. They're not the be all end all.
Right.
So, all right, so we got this giant stack of research, case studies, all this stuff, and it's all about employee motivation. Where do we even begin?
Well, I mean, one of the things that I see popping up over and over again in the research is this idea of creating an environment where people feel valued.
Okay.
Like they feel challenged and that they feel connected to something bigger, than just themselves.
Okay. So, that makes sense. I guess like when we're talking about that first piece, that feeling valued piece.
Yeah.
I guess that's where, that's where recognition comes in.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of research on recognition and what actually works.
Okay.
Just handing out an employee of the month plaque, it's not really enough.
Doesn't really cut it, huh?
It doesn't really cut it. There was a study that was published in the Journal of Applied Psychology, and they found that recognition is most effective when it's really specific.
Okay.
When it's timely and when it's genuine.
So it has to be authentic.
It has to be authentic and it has to be connected to something specific that the person did.
All right. So it's not just like, hey, good job. It's like, hey, the way that you, handled that client issue.
Exactly.
That was brilliant.
You really turned that around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing that, the research points to is the importance of peer-to-peer recognition.
Oh, interesting.
So, a lot of companies have programs where colleagues can actually acknowledge each other.
Oh, that's cool.
And give each other kudos. And I think that can be really powerful,
I can see that. Yeah. Feeling appreciated by your coworkers and your colleagues. That's got to be really validating.
Totally. It creates a culture of appreciation.
Well, for sure. All right. So what about that second thing you were talking about, the challenged piece?
Right. So
what does that actually look like in practice?
So I don't think it necessarily means like constantly pushing people to their limits.
Okay.
To the point of burnout.
Right.
It's more about like providing opportunities for growth and development.
Oh, okay.
So this could take a lot of different forms. It could be formal training programs. It could be mentorship opportunities.
Right.
It could even be, just encouraging people to kind of stretch themselves a little bit, take on some new responsibilities,
Sure.
Get outside of their comfort zone.
I like that.
But the key is that, these opportunities should be aligned with the individual's aspirations.
Right.
What do they actually want to be doing? What are they interested in?
So it's like personalized. You know what I mean? It's not just like
exactly
one size fits all.
It's got to be tailored to the individual.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And I can see how that would be motivating.
Right.
You're not just stuck in a rut. You're constantly learning. You're expanding your skills.
And it keeps things interesting.
It makes coming to work an adventure.
It does. If you're constantly growing and learning and feeling like you're moving forward.
Right.
You're going to be much more engaged with your work.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is all starting to really come together.
Yeah.
So we've talked about, feeling valued, feeling challenged. And I think the last piece of the puzzle that you mentioned was that feeling of being connected to something bigger than yourself.
Right. That sense of purpose.
Yeah. When I hear that phrase, I think like, it's a little touchy-feely.
Yeah, I get it.
But I think there's something really profound there too.
There is. And the research actually backs that up.
Okay.
There's a lot of studies that show that when people can connect their work to something that's bigger than themselves, whether it's a mission or a vision or a set of values,
it gives it more weight.
It gives their work more meaning.
For sure.
It's not just about finishing tasks. It's about feeling like you're contributing to something that matters.
Exactly, yeah. Like you're making a difference.
Right. And I think, if you think about the companies that are known for having really strong cultures
Okay.
and highly motivated employees, those companies almost always have a very clear and compelling purpose
Right.
that their employees really resonate with.
So it's not just a paycheck. It's like you're part of something bigger.
Exactly.
And I think that's really powerful stuff.
It is.
So if you're leading a team,
Right.
or even just like thinking about your own career, your own career path,
Your own journey.
that sense of purpose is something to really think about. It's not just about the money. It's about like how does what I'm doing make a difference?
And I think, at the end of the day, that's what really drives true motivation.
Okay.
It's about creating an environment where people feel valued, they feel challenged, and they feel connected to something that's meaningful.
So to all our listeners out there, think about your own workplace. Think about, what are some small changes that you could make, maybe even today, to bring some of these ideas to life?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's just writing a thank you note to a colleague.
Yeah.
Maybe it's having a conversation about career goals.
Total.
Or maybe it's just, taking a few minutes to reflect on how your work contributes to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes those small shifts in perspective, they can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's it for today.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
And we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.